Hello, Greg Lawson here. Today I'm going to talk to you about interest rates. Yes, the Federal Reserve just raised the prime lending rate by 0.75%. And it's the fourth time they've increased rates this year. And yes, that does affect the mortgage rates. But doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's a terrible time to buy a house. I wanted to move, but now I can't afford to. They're going to be too expensive with the interest rates being so high. Is that the case? That is absolutely not the case. And I'll tell you exactly why. And I'm going to do it right now. So if this is your first time to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep you updated on the real estate market. I also love to take you and show you the different areas in and around San Antonio. You know, the housing, the shopping, the dining, and whatever else you would want to know about an area where you're maybe considering moving to. All right. I do a lot of videos about that. So if you would subscribe and then you hit that bell, and then you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Also, all of my contact information is in the comment section below. So you can text me, you can call me, you can email me. Also, I'll put a link to my calendar. If you want, you can schedule a Zoom meeting with me. That way we can kind of see each other face to face, and I'll answer any questions that you have. And just do whatever I can, especially if you're relocating to the San Antonio area. We'll try to make that move as smooth as possible. All right, so let's talk about these interest rates. Okay, so here's the situation. We've gotten spoiled. Over the last couple of years, interest rates have been extremely low. Extremely low. Historically, just, crazy low interest rates over the last couple of years. But where we're at right now, it's still not bad. The interest rates are still decent. Yeah, we're still under 6%. If you got good credit, you can still get a mortgage for less than 6%. And that's a good interest rate, 5.5 something or other, somewhere right in there. That's a good interest rate. Well, you're saying, but last year it was at 3%. Well, that's last year. Why didn't you buy a house last year when the interest rates were at 3%? That's what hesitancy will do for you. It'll cost you. And if you continue to hesitate, it's gonna cost you a lot more because interest rates are going to continue to increase. That's not a mystery. You don't need a crystal ball to predict that because the Federal Reserve has said that they're going to continue to raise interest rates, right? And the interest rates you were seeing in the last couple of years, you're probably never going to see those again. We never had seen those before. And look what happened. Inflation just kind of got out of control. I think that if anything, the Federal Reserve will see that as a mistake for letting interest rates get so low, and things just kind of got crazy, So I don't think you'll ever see that again. So if you're going to wait, hoping that the interest rates are going to get back down to 3%, you're going to be waiting a long time. You're pretty much going to be stuck where you are for the rest of your life, most likely, So anyway, let's take a look. I want to show you something here. This is a chart of interest rates where they've been over the last several decades. Way back here in 1970 something, 72, 73, we were at 7.5%. That was decent. That was a decent rate. And they just started to climb from there. And they got all the way up to about 18% at their peak. Now, if we were at 18%, oh my goodness. Yeah, now that's a crazy high interest rate. But we're not there. You see it's come down. It's steadily come down from there until we hit these lows that we've been experiencing recently, last year, and now we've started to go back up. Okay, but still, if you look at this peak as compared to that peak, we're still pretty low. We're still a lot closer to the bottom than we are to the top. So interest rates are not that bad, right? You have to put things into perspective and don't go crazy just because you saw something. You've seen the rates rise a bit, and now everybody's like, oh my God, everything is so high. I mean, interest rates are so high. Let me show you something else here. This is where we're at right now. With good credit, again, here's the credit score right there. This is a conventional loan. This is FHA. This is VA. Now, if your credit score is not in the 700s, let's say you're in the upper 600s, then on a conventional loan, it jumps up a bit. But for FHA and VA, it doesn't affect it that much. It affects it some, but not that much. So if your credit score is even close to the 700s, you're in the upper 600s, you're still looking at, for FHA, VA loans, a 5-point-something% interest rate. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's not bad. All right. Now, also, there's the option of being able to purchase points. If you're not familiar with that, that means you can buy the rate down. If that's important to you to get that lower rate, you can buy the rate down. Okay. Now, the other thing is, I posted a video recently talking about a program that I offer my buyers, and I'll offer it to anyone who has a mortgage. Quite honestly, you don't have to have bought your home from me, where we show you how to cancel a large percentage of the interest on your mortgage. You can actually pay off a 30-year mortgage in 5 to 10 years, working within your budget, and it's a guaranteed program. So, there are options if you're so concerned about the interest rate. Don't wait until it gets even higher. If you want to be in a new home, you can. If your credit's decent, if you got a little money to put down, and if you don't have much money, there are programs that will assist you with your down payment. So, there are options. Just you have to ask. We have not because we ask not. Now, I will put a link to my calendar below this video, and you can book a Zoom call with me, and I can explain to you the program. We can answer your questions, and we'll go over whatever you want to go over. No pressure. I'm not trying to talk anybody into buying a house that doesn't want a house. I'm in the business of helping you to make your homeownership dreams come true. I'm not in the business of trying to pressure anybody. Also, of course, it's always beneficial to own rather than to rent because you build equity. Not to mention just, the fact that it's yours to do what you want with. You know, if you want to paint the walls, if you want to redecorate, if you want to change the kitchen or the bathrooms or whatever, then it's your property and you can make it your own and you do what you want with it. But for me, the biggest benefit is you're building equity in something, When you rent, you can rent for 5 years and decide you're going to move out and you get nothing back, from that rent. If you're in a house for 5 years and you move out, you decide you want to buy a new house. Well, guess what? Over that 5 years, you're going to have some equity in that house that you're going to be able to use to get you into your next house. So, and it can be substantial. For my wife and I right now, we probably have about $200,000 worth of equity, and we've only been in this home for less than 2 years. But because the housing prices have gone up, and because of the down payment that we put on it, and because of the payments that we've been making over that period of time, it all adds up. So you definitely want to own rather than rent. And if you're owning right now, but you're not happy with what you own, maybe you're in a 2-story and you really would like to get into a 1-story because you're getting a little older. That was my situation. I was traveling a lot. I got tired of carrying suitcases up and down the stairs. Also, I wanted a 3-car garage. I have a car. My wife has a car. I have a motorcycle. We had a 2-car garage. Something had to stay outside, and I wanted all of our vehicles to be in the garage. So whatever your reasons, if you really want to own a home, you can. So call me, text me, email me, or schedule a Zoom, and we'll talk about it, and we'll see what we can do to get you where you want to be. All right? So take care, and we'll see you in the next video.